Rants at the Movies, a podcast where we rant about films you may have seen at house parties. I'm one of your hosts and jack of all trades, Mono, and in a movie with Freddy, Chucky, and an axe murderer, deciding Jared Leto is the real villain is my co-host and master of none, Kira.
He has a literal cult.
He is the real villain.
He really is.
Well, the movie certainly thinks he's a villain.
They're not wrong.
This movie does not like journalists, apparently.
When it's Jared Leto, I'm kind of with them.
Yeah, with anything to do with Jared Leto, it's just like, yeah, you've got a cult. But not cults, urban legends.
Yeah.
And urban legend.
Yeah, riding on the coattails of Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
And as a, like...
It's a slashery, like, it's a fun, because, like, urban legends, like, Supernatural is built off them. Like, the entirety of,
I was going to say, as a palate cleanser for me, after everything that we went through with teen drama, it was like, let's watch some teens get murdered.
Yeah, always happy to see Brad Dourif. They could only afford, like, 15 minutes of him. But...
Yeah, I'm going to assume he cost a little bit more than Robert Englund.
Yeah, because in fairness, Robert Englund has been in some god-awful trash, but by fuck is it entertaining.
They also couldn't afford Robert Englund for very long either.
No. He does good death. Oh no, he died off screen.
Yeah, he died off screen.
Yeah, they couldn't afford his death.
Brad Dourif doesn't die, but he gets arrested off screen.
Yeah.
And I assume released afterwards.
One would hope.
But then this movie has some issues beyond that.
Yes.
But we'll get onto those in a moment. Shall we do a summary first?
Yes.
Following a series of deaths on campus, a group of students begin to think that they could actually be murders, with one student, Natalie, thinking the killer is reenacting urban legends and targeting her specifically.
I love the encyclopedia of urban legends that she wipes out in the library.
I love the early edition of the Karma Sutra that's printed on glossy paper. Not exactly an early edition, I don't think.
Soup and Karma Sutra?
Soup and Karma Sutra. That was definitely one of the better guys in History of the World Part 2.
But yeah, this is kind of a who's who of up and coming in the... When was this? 99 or
this
2000?
Was 98.
Like Joshua Jackson.
Jared Leto went on to film Fight Club directly after this, and...
I'm just so delighted that he's called Paul in this. I was just like... Hey, Paul!
No axe to the face, though.
No, but it was just after an axe to the face.
No, it was before.
No, it was just after your one gets smashed at the very start when he's like, there's someone in the back seat.
Sorry, I thought...
And there's like, she gets hit by the axe and then like the next line is, hey, Paul! And I was just...
I thought you were saying that he was in American Psycho before he was in this.
No.
No, because he went on to film Fight Club more or less directly after this.
Yeah.
And Tara Reid went on to film American Pie directly after this.
Yeah. I really like Tara Reid in this.
She's good fun in this, actually. She's one of the better characters.
Is, yeah.
I like the way they squeeze in as many urban legends as they can, because even with her, they get like each of the callers is like a bit of an urban legend.
Oh, all the weird sex myths, like we have piercings and they've gotten caught together, or
one it's
I've been stealing my
penis. No, that urban legend is called penis captivus. That's supposedly the name for the supposed medical condition where she clamps down too hard and you get stuck. Which is what they're saying. The other one is a girl worried about getting her stomach pumped because she swallowed instead of spitting.
Yeah.
And the first girl is swapped her roommate's
birth control
for baby aspirin.
Yeah, and she's like, now my roommate has to leave because she's pregnant, and how am I going to get a new roommate? It's like, wow, you're a bitch. Also, Michael Rosenbaum with hair.
Oh, well, I mean, I never really watched Smallville.
Yeah, but he still doesn't look right. I don't know what it is. Because that was like my first like introduction to him was Smallville. I didn't watch it, but like every time you saw him.
I think the first thing I actually saw him in was probably this years and years and years ago when I watched this.
He's a dick, though.
He is a dick.
That poor dog.
Well, I mean, that's his dog.
I know, but still, he was like getting it to chug. I know he wasn't really giving it a beer bomb, but I'm still like, dude, that's your dog. It's not as bad as the dog in Van Wilder, starring another dickhead.
Yes.
When he gets him.
Yeah.
I hate that scene.
And not the worst dog of all.
No.
Seymour.
Oh, that's mean.
What? Bringing up Seymour?
Yes.
But well, back to the movie then.
Also, a Westie wouldn't fit in a microwave.
No, and that's kind of around the point where the film starts to kind of play it a bit fast and loose with what actually counts as an urban legend.
Yeah.
But I'll hold back on that for a minute. Most of the actors were big names.
Yeah.
With the exception of Loretta Devine, but we love seeing her anyway.
I love Loretta Devine.
There's a sequel. There's two sequels actually.
And isn't it Rebecca Gayheart in them?
No.
Alright.
The third one isn't even related because it's just some other supernatural ghost film where the ghost is killing people based on urban legends. But the second one seems to be, I don't know if it's the same killer, but it's a killer, like a human killer. But she's in it as well. And I was like, oh, Lorraine Devine was the only person they could get back. Wait a second, she dies. How do they bring her back for the sequel?
No, the ambulance got there in time because she only gets stabbed or shot in the stomach.
Then
because she's just lying there going, ooh. In fairness, if CCH Painter can survive getting her arm chopped off and be that sassy.
And if the killer in this can survive getting shot, falling out a window, and falling into a river.
She does go crazy.
That's Rebecca Gayheart, isn't it? She does excellent crazy at the end of the film. So that's the soul, because the end of the film, it kind of is a bit of a letdown.
But
it falls apart.
A bit of a redeemer.
Soul redeeming quality of the end of the film is her going crazy. She's good.
Yeah.
As to there being all the kind of good actors and like big name actors in the film, they don't really get them to do much because all of the teens, well, college students, are
very stereotypes.
You've got like,
I'd give it to Joshua Jackson for his pop rocks and coke.
Pop
rocks and coke.
His character is an absolute like jock stereotype, but he plays it well.
And obviously familiar surroundings for him because he'd go on to film The Skulls there as well.
That's a garbage film.
I don't remember seeing
I remember seeing it when I was a teenager and thinking it was garbage then.
Gossip is good. Gossip is fun there as well.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's a thriller, but it's how gossip can destroy people's lives, and it's like set in a college campus, and it's an experiment that they lose control of.
Alright, okay, fair enough. But yeah, no, he's probably one of the more fun characters.
He gets good death.
He does. He gets probably the best death.
He gets the very, like traditional lover's lane.
Well, I think
it's not quite the hook on the car door handle.
Well, that one and the one at the start. With the person being in the back
seat on her overreaction.
The call coming from inside the house is more mentioned by than actually like something that happens in the film. But yeah, those two would be the big urban legends that like.
Oh, aren't you glad you didn't switch on the light?
And yeah, sorry, that would be. And you third one I was trying to think of. I get the light flashing thing, but that urban legend,
the gang initiation ritual thing.
Yeah, we don't have gangs like that over here. So
I feel like that was them trying to soften up the deep south hunting down people in cars racism.
But that urban legend is supposed to be like criminal gangs.
Yeah.
So like black and Latino people is what they're
not the KKK hunting.
What they're accusing of,
black kids, which is what I feel
How did we get onto racism?
That's what I feel like that gang initiation ritual was like. Somebody was like, "Hey, why don't we actually use that story? Those stories of like members of the clan hunting down people, but we'll just make it like gangs instead."
Oh, to try and we're not the racists. We're not the horrible ones.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Possibly.
And look, we made two white girls do it.
Can we not bring racism into it?
No.
But as to the two white girls doing it, that's one of I think my biggest problem with the film was when it falls apart at the end and you find out that she's the killer. And it's because Nat had
given permission for a car and not stopped her.
Yeah, so
why she got tortured more as opposed to your one who was actually driving the car who got a swift end?
Yeah, she's torturing the person who was just a bystander and didn't stop the thing that killed her boyfriend, as opposed to the person who actually killed her boyfriend. Yeah. And it's like, why? Well, you killed her first with no like pomp and circumstance, and then you like torture this other girl with a whole bunch of deaths of people who don't really have anything to do with it.
I really think she killed Tosh just because Tosh was annoying as fuck.
And yeah, why does the film hate goths?
Yeah. Goths aren't like that.
No.
Goths are fun.
Goths are generally nice. Some of them are quite depressed, but they're not assholes.
No.
Like, I don't think I've ever met a goth who was an asshole.
No, they're generally hanging around like swing sets.
I've met some goths who are like just not fun to be around, but they're not dickheads. They're not like Toshes.
Tosh is actually a fucking cunt. When she's like, I pay for the fan line too.
Yeah, it's just why? Because it's not like we'll make her a bitch so that the audience doesn't have any sympathy for her when she gets killed, because they kill a whole load of other people. And then they really drag it out with Sasha.
Oh God.
Like, she spends a good 5 minutes running around screaming for her life. And it's what did she do? Why is she but they make Tosh a complete bitch for no real reason.
Yeah, and I know it's like, oh well, she's had like suicidal ideation and stuff like that before, and we all know she was like gloomy and she's just so alternative.
But I mean, they could have had all that as well without making her a bitch. They just haven't her as a depressed goth. They can still have all that, like.
Yeah, because you could still equally not want to be in the room with somebody who's like depressed as fuck because they just bring your mood down instead of somebody who's like aggressive.
And they can still even have the writing thing at the start.
Yeah.
Like they just don't have to make her a bitch. Like I understand why they make Paul the way Paul is.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be that like
he's
dickhead journalist.
The red herring as well for them.
Well, yeah, but just as the journalist thing, like the movie, very clearly not fond of journalists or that particular type of journalist.
No.
And I get why they do that because it helps add to the red herring of, oh, we don't really like this guy because he's just constantly chasing the story and he doesn't really care about the human cost behind the stories he's reporting on. So yeah, maybe he could potentially be the killer. I get that. I just don't get why they made Tosh a bitch.
Why did they make Death such a dickhead as well? Julian Richards as the janitor.
Again, I think
like when he's in the car with her and he's like, "What are you doing?" Be quiet. I'm like, what? Huh?
Yeah, he plays that a bit weird, or maybe he was told to play it a bit weird. I
also,
don't know,
she just leaves him in the car when they crash.
She does.
She just fucking legs it.
But again, I think they were trying to toe
Ooh,
the
it's
line.
the spooky janitor.
But toe the line between he could be the guy and he might not be the guy, and then the actual guy shows up behind them.
Yeah,
so it's
like,
very
oh,
clearly
you're not the
him.
guy. Yeah.
There's actually so many. I do enjoy this film because we're shitting on it a lot.
Yeah.
But let me just shit on it a little bit further.
Bits in it though. Robert Englund's introduction, like the Pop Rocks and Coke lecture,
That's
that whole
fun.
Interaction is so much fun, and he's just like directing it, and I was like, no mythology class or urban legend class would be that full. No bursar would allow that many empty seats in a classroom. Unless it's a dickhead of a class to get to.
That whole scene is actually definitely more of the fun ones. Even like Brenda's like snarky comment that the professor makes her like announce in front of everybody is quite clever. Where she's like, I think the actual cultural admonition is don't be a babysitter.
Yeah.
But
you're not wrong.
And Damon really sells the whole I'm gonna pretend like the Pop Rocks and Coke are actually killing me bit.
Yeah.
But then for all of those bits, there's so many like there's a couple of jump scares, but there's a ton of like fake outs.
The swimming pool one I think is my favourite.
Yeah, there's the swimming pool one, there's one in the library, there's a couple of others that spring to mind, and then there's just all the red herrings of people.
In the office.
Yes, and even then, there's the whole thing about whether or not the professor is the killer because
he survived.
There must have been a
massacre.
sale on those jackets.
Which ones?
The ones that
the
she
parka?
keeps seeing everywhere.
The black hooded parka.
Yeah, because the janitor has
initially it was supposed to be set in like the middle of the winter in snow, which would make sense as to why everybody would have like a heavy winter coat. Schedules didn't align for that, and they weren't going to fake it, so they just kept him in that parka and were like, sure, it's piss and rain.
Yeah, that wasn't so much the fact that they all have parkas.
It's just like
it's just she keeps seeing everybody has this one parka. So yeah, it is full of red herrings and fake outs, but it's silly fun. Like it doesn't take itself seriously either. It is chasing Scream and I know
when Joshua Jackson's character is like, come on, we'll go for a drive, and he gets the car to start. Number one, the ritual for starting the car is hilarious because I've had cars like that.
Yes.
And then it's starting to play the start of the Dawson's Creek theme tune.
Yeah.
It was like, if you hadn't gotten it by now.
But then he, as well as he sells the Pop Rocks and Coke thing.
Oh my god, he's such a dick.
He almost sells the I had a girlfriend who died thing.
Yeah.
But then just falls at the post. And then gets strung up outside.
Yeah.
His death scene is probably his is the only one that you really properly see anything of anyway. Apart from maybe Parker's, but his is just
Parker's is fucking nasty. Some Drano.
Yeah, but I nearly missed it the first time. I only caught it on the second watch. She opens a pack of Pop Rocks and pours it into his mouth before pouring the Drano in. And I was like, that's kind of pushing the boat out.
Also, I thought she was just going to drain him with a swirly.
Yeah, and the fact that she completely overpowers him. He's a big guy.
In fairness, he is throwing up. And I think she slammed him with the toilet seat a couple of times.
Well, hoisting Damon up in a tree.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not saying that, like, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. She's not a big girl.
No, she's very thin, unless she got that, fucking crazy strength.
Well, she is crazy.
Yeah.
So she could have the crazy strength. That's a possibility. I'm willing to let that pass, but she just starts kind of going on a killing spree at the end.
And she's doing all of this for a guy. He's just some guy.
Some guy who was in Stargate, no less.
Yeah, true. Because we were like, you look familiar, dead man on the road.
You look familiar person in the picture on the screen. Oh, look, you were in Stargate. But, well, I mean, she's crazy, so... I assume she was crazy when she was with them anyway.
Yeah.
You don't, like...
You don't get that crazy.
Yeah, you don't have a loved one die.
Prior to that accident, she was like Brittany Murphy in Drive level of crazy.
Yeah, probably.
Like not that dangerous.
You don't have a loved one die and go on a ridiculous, contrived, over-the-top killing spree that takes main aim at the person who wasn't even responsible. Unless you were already a little crazy to begin with before that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, otherwise you just deal with the death like a normal person. You know, and you don't go on a revenge rampage unless you were already capable of rampaging beforehand.
And we're getting married at graduation.
Crazy people.
Yeah.
Crazy people. So that all tracks. Because after she kills the dean, that is an urban legend, but not one I was really aware of. People slashing at ankles.
Yeah, I figured there was something coming under the car.
She kills the dean, and we don't
also,
know.
all he had to do was, like, not crawl in a straight line. Because he's, like, trying to crawl away from the car.
Yeah, that people always die in stupid ways like that. But after that, she kills the professor, and we don't know how. And there's no, like...
Yeah, he's just
writing
in the trunk
on the wall
of the car.
or anything. Yeah, he's just, there's blood on the floor, and then we see his body in the car later on. Again, maybe that's part of the red herring, so he's just dead.
Yeah.
Putting somebody else's dog in the microwave is not really the same thing as the urban legend of somebody putting their own dog in the microwave to dry it out.
Yeah.
That's just a horrible thing to do to somebody.
Yeah.
Pop rocks and Drano. I don't know.
Drink the bleach.
Yeah. I mean, we are combining two Metalocalypse things in one there, so maybe.
Some pop rocks and bleach.
But not really an urban legend. She just shoots poor Reese.
Yeah.
Reese is great, by the way.
I love Reese.
Watching her TV shows, acting them out.
Driving around, being like, hey, listen here to me, you.
But she just gets shot, but I suppose she wasn't expecting her to show up.
Yeah, like one cop for that whole campus.
And her final coup de grace is just, I've got you here tied down to a bed and I'm going to cut out your kidney because there's a urban legend that revolves around kidneys. Like, she's not even waking up in a bathtub full of ice.
Yeah.
She's waking up after she knows you've attacked her. Like, it's... Yeah.
Slappy.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, the other ones were so well planned out. And
she'd never be a Batman villain.
No. But yeah, it falls apart at the end in a number of ways. Mostly just, it's not really urban legend killing anymore. And it's like, oh, it was you? And that's why?
Oh. Yeah, at least for like Scream, their reasoning kind of made sense.
Yeah, well, that was just kind of for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And
like they were like, we just wanted to see if we could. Guess what?
Well, I think maybe that's probably part of the problem is Scream was all about the meta.
Yeah.
And I know what you did last summer. I haven't seen it in so fucking long, but that was just a really good teen slasher.
Well, that's based off a true story of the author's daughter who was murdered.
Yeah, it's kind of a revenge thing as well. Whereas this, they've tried to like smush the two together. They're like, we can get all meta with the urban legends and we can also have a revenge thing as well. Yeah. But because they don't unveil that till the very end, it kind of falls flat. Right, nice things. Nice things. There were nice things. We did enjoy it. Like, I mean, I did quite enjoy sitting down to watch it the second time. Where sometimes I'm like,
I find the American university setting so jarring in general, because I'm like, they're being treated like adults, but then yet they're being scolded like children at the same time.
Oh, well, like the dean and stuff. Yeah, like deans very much seem to be a lot more like high school principals. That, like, I have no idea even who the dean was when I was in college. And like, if I ever met anybody that high up in administration, it was probably a bad thing. Yeah. Like, you were about to get kicked out of the fucking college if you met them. You didn't need
like the bursar unless you were being awarded something.
Yeah. But if it was a negative thing, it was like, you're on. Yeah. After you see me, you're out the door. And
it was terrifying. Yeah, because like, I had to go. I remember I had a clash in classes and I was trying to get sorted out, and I was like, I'm going to fail this semester. Please don't fail me.
You don't get called into the dean's office just so he can like waggle his finger at you.
Yeah.
You get called into the dean's office here, and it's like right out the door afterwards, out the door of the college.
Like, it's a serious academic issue.
So yeah, that's a bit weird, but I don't know. Was it just? It's just to have an antagonistic figure there to be like, I mean, obviously,
Like,
the college covering
like,
enough is part of urban legends as well.
It does seem to be like a very much a mainstay of American universities, because all I can think of is Dean Werner in Mars U, and like the dean in Animal House, and there's why are deans involved in things? Why do you care this much about your students?
I don't know. I mean, at least Dean Shetty had an excuse.
Yeah,
she was running experiments.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's just.
In fact, my conclusion: deans are evil.
Yeah. There's no. The only time I can think of a nice dean in anything that we've watched is The Simpsons, when Homer goes to college and Homer decides that dean is an asshole anyway.
Yeah.
And that's the gag, is he's actually quite nice. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. American colleges are weird. American schools are weird.
Yeah. I also can't get over the amount of money you have to spend to not get your own bathroom.
Well, every time we have anything to do with, I'm gonna have to put a ban on you bringing that up.
It just boggles me every time.
Yeah, I know it does.
That and sororities or fraternities or whatever the fuck they are.
No, positive things about the movie, not negative things about America. The movie does have fun with its character actors.
It really does.
Brad Dourif, in particular, at the start, that's definitely one of the better scenes.
When
him being
why
all
is
creepy
her
and suddenly.
overreaction and is like, let me smash out this window and run away from this dude?
Because he's locked the door.
Yeah, but he's also trying to tell her something and she's like, no.
Yeah, but he locks the door and then says the phone lines are dead, and when she picks up the phone, it's not dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he probably could have approached it a little better.
I'm surprised your one didn't kill her before she made it to the gas station for that really bad singing.
I did appreciate
not being able to sing along well with the song on the radio through the snotties.
That was actually the most realistic thing about the film.
Just be like,
was like, No, not that. Before she pulls in, when she's singing along and she's getting the lyrics wrong and correcting herself as she, oh no, it's this line. That was brilliant.
Because I was just I marvel at the restraint of the individual in the back seat.
The rather on the nose choice of song. Turn around. turn around. You know what I mean? There's somebody in the back seat. Turn around. That definitely one of the better scenes of the movies. But it's slightly ruined at the end when there's no way that the way that axe comes out the window, it beheaded anybody.
Yeah.
And also, she's still driving the car when she swings the axe. Like, the car doesn't crash.
Yeah.
So that was kind of silly. But Brad Dourif's excellent. But I mean, he's excellent in everything he's in.
Yes.
Robert Englund was really, really fun because, particularly in that lecture scene, because he is playing with explaining horror legends. Yeah. And it's just fun to have Freddy explaining how horror legends work. So yeah, they definitely have fun with the character.
Because he could have talked about, like, you know, the whole dying, if you die in dreams, you die in real life and stuff like that, which is very much part of folklore and urban legend.
That might have been a touch too far.
Yeah, so I'm glad they restrained for that, like, because considering they were like, Joshua Jackson, you know him, even though he's blonde, here you go, Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, like, it's not the most restrained movie.
Like, they did manage to shy away from putting in Easter eggs.
Yeah,
those. Because if they'd done that now, you know, like, Brad Dourif would have been wearing like a Chucky t-shirt or had like a Chucky on his hat.
Yeah, or the parka that they find in the professor's office would be red and stripy.
Yeah, or they find the gardening shears that look like that. Yeah.
They are actually, speaking of,
they were quite restrained in it.
They're talking about, there was talk of a reboot, and then I think COVID cancelled it. But then, like, earlier this month, they've talked about rebooting it again. Like, it's back again.
Who?
This.
Urban Legend.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's like 27 years on, so, like, fair enough. But like,
again, there's issues with it though, because I was thinking, you could do it as a TV show, but again, first season of Supernatural.
No, what do you do nowadays? Because
there is an urban legend.
Yeah, really. Like, you know, the first scene with all the students sitting around debating the Stanley Hall massacre.
Yeah.
And they're all like, no, this is how it went down. No, it didn't go down at all. No, it did, but it was actually this other thing. Like, now that conversation would just be, hang on,
let me
go. I googled it. Here's what it is.
Yeah.
So how do you make? I mean, some urban legends never die.
Yeah, like, in fairness, the campus we were on, there was the whole legend about the devil appearing to the trainee priest? Slitting his throat?
Three of them,
yeah.
2
3 priests. Or two seminarians?
Two slit their throat. Yeah, seminarians. Two slit their throat and one jumped out a window, or the other way around. One slit their throat and two jumped out a window because the devil appeared in the mirror, and now the room is boarded up, and there's a
statue in front of it.
A statue of Mary.
We love to put a statue in front of it.
Yeah, that.
When I used to stay in St. Mel's in Longford, there was a story of Spike, which was a kid who jumped out a window as well in that room, again boarded up in a statue of herself in front of it.
The stately house in the town that I grew up in, Castletown House.
Oh yeah, that's another devil appeared, isn't it?
Yeah, the devil appeared and played cards with the Lord of the Manor.
Devil's got a busy social calendar, between himself and Our Lady.
I wonder if they ever cross paths.
She pops up all over the fucking place too.
Yeah, I wonder if they ever cross paths.
Yeah.
Just like,
the devil be busy.
Tip of the hat. Yeah, no, those. Yeah, well, not surprising.
Not
surprisingly, a lot of our urban legends revolved around like the devil, and religious
except for
stuff.
our folklore stuff like the banshees and things like that.
That is more strictly folklore.
Yeah, and superstition here, because God knows,
even
though we're a very cynical race of people, we will not step foot in a fairy ring.
Still practiced, yeah, but not.
We will divert roads around fairy forts, okay? You don't fuck with the fae folk.
Well, yeah, I mean, me, like the most atheistic, skeptical person in the world, I'm still not going to.
And you don't take shit off them either.
No. You why risk it?
Yeah.
Why risk it? They don't exist, but why risk it? You know? I'll happily blaspheme, though, apparently.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Oh, urban legends, like things like that, don't exist in the same way.
Yeah.
Like, does the bloody, like, I don't even know, like, if Bloody Mary is still a thing, or...
Oh, Bloody Mary, no. See, I think there's some urban legends that are so ingrained they'll never go away.
I like the Biggie Smalls variant of Bloody Mary.
And they were before the time of proper records. And
yeah.
You could easily say, oh, it did happen to somebody somewhere. But, like, now, the idea of the, like, oh, it happened to somebody this town over, depending on the severity of the urban legend you're telling, it will be very easy to call bullshit on it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's the more frivolous urban legends of the, you know, like the one that I've heard several times is the person getting tied down to the bed and getting a shit taken on their chest and getting left there.
Yeah.
And I know at least
it's always happened to somebody's cousin's mate.
No, well, I know at least two people who will swear up and down, swear blind that they know the person it happened to. One of whom I might be inclined to believe
it may have actually happened to him
because of the life he's lived and the age he is. However, he is also a complete bullshit artist. So, but yeah, those are the only ones that are going to be hard to prove. The likes of the urban legends from this of like people getting killed in those ways.
Yeah,
it's going to be harder to do. But I'd still watch a reboot.
Yeah,
you could still probably do it largely on the same kind of urban legends as are in this film.
Yeah. Or around like cursed sets and stuff, because there was always those things like the side of Poltergeist was cursed, the set was...
the second one takes place in a film school, you just reminded me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like Poltergeist was famously supposedly cursed, mind you, they also used real skeletons in the pool scene.
Yes. But then, while that's cool, how do you do it? How do you have somebody reenact those?
Yeah.
Unless they're reenacting them on a set.
Or you have people dying in the same ways as like people have died in these famous cursed
movies.
Films.
Yeah.
You know, The Exorcist supposedly was cursed as well. There's a good few like that.
And that would be a way to go. That would be a way to go actually quite meta with it as well.
The Omen.
Oh well, I mean, I think any
Hitchcock production, just because he likes to torture them.
And any big horror film, any really big horror film, tends to have its own sort of urban legend attached to it.
With the exception, I think, of the Blair Witch Project, when there's no urban legend, it's just horrifying what the producers did to them.
That almost all the urban
comes
legends
full circle in.
No, but all the urban legend of that came first.
Yeah, they put out the story and the social media and as much as I shit on that film, that marketing campaign.
That campaign was incredible.
Like, people genuinely thought that the three of them were dead. There was missing people.
TV shows that were like fake documentaries. They were just
there was like interviews with the family, with like Heather Donahue's family about her being missing. That
was done so well. But we should weave back into this movie. Because I think the last thing that I said that I liked about it was the character actors and how much fun they had with them.
No, and they did. Yeah.
Tara Reid's quite good in it.
Yeah.
She's fun as Sasha.
She is. I loved her advice.
Everybody else is kind of just there except for Rebecca Gayheart at the end being crazy and fun.
Yeah.
Well, Loretta Devine is always great.
Loretta Devine is just a sweetheart. Also, but whoever did that to her hair should be shot. I heard that, yeah.
It definitely doesn't take itself seriously.
God, no.
Which I do like in horror films. Especially given this was, as we've said a number of times, chasing Scream. It could have tried to take itself very seriously. It doesn't. It's just silly fun. It's probably not as bad as the reviews make it out to be. Like, it's got... No,
there's definitely worse out there.
It's got, like, I think 5 on IMDb.
No.
It's like 44
like,
on Rotten Tomatoes. It's
once you kind of just go with, oh, she's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, that's the main motivator there, is she is nuts.
Yeah.
And she has found a method.
Your suspension of disbelief has to work a little bit hard at the end of the film, but...
Yeah, because you're like, how the fuck did she get rid of, like, the car and the body, and, like...
I forgot about how well she cleans up that site. Like.
Yeah, she cleans up really well after herself. Like, it's impressive.
But then, there's easily way worse out there that make less sense in terms of how their villains work. Like, as far as that era of late 90s teen horror or teen college student slasher films goes, it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
Like, it was a big Hollywood release, so it's bound to at least be of decent production value. But, like, it's good fun.
Yeah, because it was like a glut of college-age movies.
Oh, God, yeah.
Around that time. Like,
I mean, they never really went away.
But it was kind of like the start of them.
Well, no, but there was a ton of, I would say, teen and college horror films. But between, like, Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and The Craft, and this, and fuck knows how many others that aren't. I mean, Idle Hands.
Idle Hands then as
well. That's one we really should do.
Yeah, we don't have it. So
that's getting rebooted. I was trying to remember something the other day. What was getting rebooted? It's that. Idle Hands.
It's okay. Dogma's getting a cinema release in the US. The bastards.
I can't remember who's doing it, but I think it's in good hands.
Yeah. There was also a Hollout as well. There was like a really weird like crossover with Stoner.
Oh, Final Destination.
Oh God, yeah.
I knew there was another one I was
forgetting. That was the start of it, and then Final Destination 2, the one that scarred every millennial.
Yes. But yeah, there was
for good reason.
There was a whole load around the time. This probably isn't the strongest of them, but it's certainly not shit. It's good fun.
Yeah, like, but I'm honestly amazed considering the way the rest of them went so runaway. Like, there was a sequel to, I know that you were saying there was 3 of these. Like, there was, I think, 2 or 3, I Know What You Did Last Summer. What are we on Scream? I know it's gone away and come back.
6 or 7.
But there was, like, the
5?
first
6
3,
coming out.
at least. I remember.
Yeah, there was 3. There was 3 kind of close together. Then I think a couple of years later,
and then Scary Movie kind of took over.
A couple of years later, the 4th one came out and tanked, and they left it alone for a while, and they came back with 5, which was the one that had Jack Quaid in it.
Yeah.
And then I think 6 is coming out soon. I think there was 3. I Know What You Did Last Summers.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're probably rebooting that.
But that also they've tried to kind of redo that story again. There was Sorority Row. There was a whole load of things like that where it was like, oh, girls who are like, we have a secret and everyone has to stay home, but they're...
Oh, I mean, there's so many films where it's like, we accidentally killed somebody, we have to keep it a secret. Oh no, they're coming back to get us.
Yeah.
I mean, that was even fucking the whole
And then
plot
there was even some really good like psychological horror actually when you think about it, like the British one with like
that's
would have
kind
been
of
around the same
teen,
time.
college age.
Well, they
kids
they were in boarding school.
I've never actually seen it.
Have you not?
No.
You'd enjoy it.
Keira Knightley and Tora Birch.
Yeah.
And I can't
it's very good. It's far more psychological.
Maybe I have seen it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there was a glut of them around this time. And yeah, maybe not the best one, but certainly not the worst one.
No.
By a long shot.
It's probably one of the more fun ones because some of them are very, very serious and very dark or like proper straight horror. This is more lighthearted. Like this you would literally watch with a group of mates and just be like, oh, ridiculous shit.
You can absolutely riff on this as well. You can Mystery Science Theater this, definitely. And I think we did, like, we were watching, did our first watch separately.
And I was texting you.
Yeah, you were live texting me, and when I was watching it on my own for the first time, a lot of what I was writing down was just like snarky shit. But that's what we do when we do things that we don't like Twilight and shitty films or shitty teen dramas. I mean, we did spend a lot of the time snacking on this, but I did enjoy it.
But yeah, no, and honestly, my reaction to seeing Julian Richards in this was death. Oh no, that's just Maggie.
Yeah, well, I mean, the not like, just the cast of teens.
The older
cast,
because the dean is Baron Munchausen.
Yes. Then obviously you've got Brad Dourif, Robert Englund, Loretta Devine, Julian Richings, Basically, yeah, all of the adult actors.
This movie should be better than it is.
Based on the cast,
it's kind of a bit
yes.
like The Covenant. Like
No, that's far worse. That is far worse. That was bad.
Covenant is just straight up bad, yeah.
Yeah, like, at least this is trying to rip off a really, really good and iconic cult film.
Yeah.
Like, I like The Craft, don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
not shit or anything. But it's not the same level as, like, Scream.
No.
And The Covenant's trying to rip off...
Depends on whether or not you were a teenage girl in the 90s.
No, but I was a, like, angsty teenage boy in
Yeah.
the 90s. So, like, I was down for it. But, like, it's still... It's not the same level as Scream. Like, it's not the same level as cult as Scream.
And in fairness, Scream will always be responsible for introducing Skeet Ulrich to the masses.
And Covenant was trying to ape The Craft, whereas this was trying to ape Scream.
Yeah.
So, like, at least it set its sights a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But no, it is. It's just... It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Why can nobody... You were talking about this. Why can nobody just fall out a window? Everybody's going to dive out a window.
Yeah, and it would be different if she had been shot out the window. Now, I know bullets don't send people that far, but, like, at least if she was shot and went, flying backwards out the window, it would be one thing.
Stumbled. Like,
but she's shot and stumbles, hits the window, and you see her, like, fall...
Launch.
You see her fall backwards, like we're looking at her fall backwards out the window, and then we get a cut from outside the building, and she's launched. Yeah. And so, like, why does nobody just fall out? Like, you're using a dummy anyway.
No, I think that's a stunt person because...
Well, because, when it's a stunt person, I get it. You don't want them falling right close to the building and banging themselves. But, like, just, use a dummy and let them just fall backwards.
Floppy dummy! Nothing wrong with a floppy dummy.
No, dummies are great.
Yeah, stiff arm dummies are even better.
Yeah, it's the best fun when dummies go.
That bit in Daybreakers where the head pops off.
Oh, I don't feel so good. I think one of my more favourite recent ones.
In fairness, like, they could have saved the book.
From Species, when they used basically just a mannequin inside the car and it gets rocketed out.
Yeah. Literally, it was like somebody robbed a clothing store mannequin.
Yeah.
Bring back unrealistic dummies, because they do, especially for movies like that. It was just an extra little laugh.
Actually, no, in fairness, it might have been a touch too far in this. As annoying as it is to see people fling themselves out of windows really far when all they're supposed to be doing is falling at it. Yeah, a floppy dummy or a stiff dummy. I
do appreciate the fact that she set the mood with all the candles after making her run through all the corpses.
That confused me as well.
Oh, Barry, why?
What was the candles about?
Was she going to have sex with Paul on Tosh's or thingy's dead body? Was that the plan?
Oh, speaking of Tosh and sex.
Like, let's have sex on his back like we used to. It'll really piss him off.
No, speaking of Tosh and sex. The goth hookup website she goes to is called Goth4Go.
Okay.
yeah, I made a note of that.
I was just like, if that's the noises you're making having sex, somebody needs to have a conversation with somebody else here. Also, again, put something on the door. Go to his place. Why are they all just like, oh yeah, I'm going to fuck in front of each other?
Now have a fucking, like, curtain
that you can draw. Get a privacy screen or something.
Yeah, no, that...
Conjoined twins and Farzar.
Yeah. with oh my god, it's after 9. You're cheating on me. That show is a mixed bag.
That is.
That show is a mixed bag. This film is also kind of a mixed bag.
It really is.
And I'm going to end on that note.
No,
it's a mixed bag, but it's a good mixed bag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? When it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
When it's bad, it's silly. You know what I mean? When it's bad, it's not shit. So I'm down with that. Like, but that was Urban Legend.
Yeah.
As for next week, do we know what we're doing next week?
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. We get to watch Tom Cruise die over and over and over again.
Yes, that's right.
In a multitude of hilarious ways.
Yes, Edge of Tomorrow next week. Just because it's fun and it's nice to be able to know ahead of time.
It's got Bill Paxton in it.
Does. It has Brendan Gleeson in it.
Yes, and he hits him.
It has...
He fucking clips him with his big meaty fist.
If I recall, it has the You've Got Red on You kid from Shaun of the Dead as well.
Yeah, I love that kid. Because he works in the Chippers in Black Books.
He does.
Yeah, yes. That kid, he just does great vacant stare. I love that kid.
He's actually... This is probably one... that is probably one of his bigger roles in Edge of Tomorrow. Because he's not just the, like, 2 lines, kind of character.
He's great. He's like one of those British...
I hope it is him and I'm not wrong now. But yes, no, Edge of Tomorrow next week. No more teen dramas anymore.
No.
Hooray. back to real movies. Sometimes shitty movies, but real movies nonetheless. Yeah. As ever, thanks for joining us, guys. In the meantime, if you want, you can head back and listen to some of our previous episodes or check out our other podcast, Mono Rants the Boys. Or you can come and chat with us on Twitter @RantsMono, on Instagram @monorants_the_boys. on Blue Sky at Monorants, or you can send your own rants to monorantspodcast@gmail.com. And we'll chat soon.
Slán,
Bye
slán.
bye.